welcome back to our channel.
I'm Pat.
And I'm Rocky, and today we will be discussing our arrival into Bangkok, house hunting in Pattaya, and visiting different markets, and just giving you guys a view into our daily life here since we arrived in Bangkok. So if you're planning on taking a trip to Bangkok anytime soon, I think this video will be very insightful for you and hopefully give you a real idea of what you can expect visiting Bangkok.
Okay, so the first thing that we think that's really important is that you understand that there's no visa that's required for Thailand. In order to get into the country, the only thing that you've got to do is register on their site and get your digital arrival card through their website. Within 72 hours of arriving, it's instantaneous. So once you do it, you get it, keep it on your phone or wherever you want to keep it, and that's your entrance into the country. Secondly, it's really important to understand that this is a different world, different country. One thing that I like about traveling the world is that you get to experience different things. So customs was a breeze. It's not like experiencing what we experience in other countries and certainly our own country. It was seamless. So we got there and we were looking for transportation, and Rocky said to me, "Hey, well, when we gonna go through customs?" I said, "Well, we've already been through customs." So that was amazing. It was a, hey, okay, you show your passport and off you go. No stump the chump. No expecting for everybody to be a criminal. So love that.
Yeah, the process was that easy. You just have to make sure that you have all of your travel information on hand, where you're going to stay, when you're returning. Not that they ask for it, but just in case they do, you have the information.
Yeah, and that's part of the application process. So once you do that, you're good to go. So let me just say that I'm extremely excited because this is the first day that I have on something different. I travel with one backpack, and
yes, you did.
I think 4 shirts. Most of them look the same. So if you see me on video, don't think I'm just dirty. Those were clean, but that's all I had. And I was able to immerse myself in the culture, live like a local, and watch what I had every night. So I got this at a market. I won't tell you how much, but it was under $2 for the shirt. Two.
Oh my goodness.
I got 2 shirts for under $5. So anyhow, we'll get to that later. But
that's pretty good, dude.
Thank you. Good.
Next, let's see. We want to talk about our arrival to the Airbnb. We took a Grab. Grab is similar to Uber in the States. We took a Grab from the airport to our Airbnb, and we were really surprised at the price. It was roughly, oh my gosh, I don't remember the exact amount, but I will put it on the screen for you. And trust me, you will be surprised. It took us about 35 to 40 minutes to get from the airport, BKK, which is Bangkok International, to our Airbnb, which is located in Midtown Central. And yeah, I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised. Everything here is super affordable. So you don't really need a vehicle. You don't want to buy a vehicle and pay for insurance and have all those additional costs. It's just easier to take a Grab wherever you have to go because it's so affordable.
So you guys know that obviously when you're visiting, you're not going to you're not going to rent a vehicle anyway. If you're like us, you don't want to deal with the hassle, especially the traffic. So hey, Grab or get your tuk-tuk.
Driver's license. If you don't have an international driver's license, you will not be able to drive here in Bangkok. You need to get your international driver's license from the States prior to your arrival in Bangkok. Your international driver's license is a quick process. You must go into your nearest AAA office to get your international driver's license, and you'll get it within a couple of days. Oh, actually, I think you can get it at that moment. So once we arrived at our Airbnb from our Grab transportation, we were pleasantly surprised. The facility actually matched the photos, and so there were no surprises there. And we will go into our initial thoughts of the apartment a little bit later in the lobby, but we couldn't check in right away because we arrived early in the morning, and check-in typically here in Bangkok isn't until around 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
So one thing that's noteworthy is the accommodations. It was not your mother's Airbnb or your grandfather's Airbnb. Not like they had one, but it was an Airbnb that was in a hotel that apparently was not authorized to have their tenants, I say a hotel, an apartment, a condo, a hotel, all in one, but they were not allowed to sublease because we had to meet the host down in the lobby, and we were told not to interact with the wait staff or the front desk. So that was a little bit of a challenge, but we got through it.
That's true, we did. And while we waited to check in, we decided to go down to the corner store to there was a coffee shop on the corner. So we decided to go there instead of sitting in the lobby for a good 4 hours. So we walked down it was a large coffee shop. I don't remember the name of it, do you?
No, but it was a huge coffee shop, 24 hours.
24-hour coffee shop. You can connect to internet. And we just sat there and took in the city for the first time, and people watched. Like, it was just so amazing to see, just so many scooters on the road, which is completely different than our transportation and how we get around the city. Lots of cars, scooters, people. There were children, whole families actually on scooters, and that was just so shocking to me because there were babies. When I say babies, I'm talking 2 years old, 1 year old approximately. Don't know the exact age, but young kids on the scooters with their parents. So I think I saw up to 4 people on a scooter at a time. And our location where we were was centrally located. It was extremely centrally located. There was the BTS system on the corner, which is their rapid transit system or their train system. And then there were various malls on all 4 corners. And the way that pedestrians cross the street here is a little surprising because traffic is so busy. They're not crosswalks for pedestrians to cross the street. You actually go up to the BTS system, and there is a walk path that connects you to all 4 corners of each intersection or each busy intersection. And so you go in that walk path and you continue.
Sure. So, there are crosswalks, but you have to be a brave person in order to engage in them. So, I think for the safety of everybody, pedestrians and motorists, they have the overhead crosswalks. I think for me, one thing that just really stood out is that it is organized chaos. Okay, organized chaos. I don't want to give you a bad ratio, but there were an amazing amount of motorcycles and motorbikes compared to to cars and trucks, but there was very little horn blowing, very little hand signals. People were looking at each other, giving each other the eyes and looking, eyeball to eyeball and saying, hey, you go, you stay, I'm going, I stay, whatever. It's just
Very
like
polite.
It was just like, like 360-degree communication, really a thing of beauty. And not only that, you just saw that the pedestrians, as well as the motorists, they were just so respectful of each other. And the big thing is that you can tell that by the way that their culture is when you arrive in the country. They're super communicative, super respectful. We don't speak the language, but obviously there's the head bow, this thing, and it's absolutely contagious. And I love that. What about you?
Yeah, I love that too. I love that everyone is so respectful, and it's just like you don't have to say anything, just bow, and it's just a recognition of support and saying thank you and being courteous and extending that being courteous to others.
Yeah, and I think for us it was also, I'll just speak for myself. There's certainly an emphasis on deference because of age. My only point of reference for full-time living has been the majority of U.S. and you really don't get that a lot. Certainly in United States, age, although it's just a number, can also be sometimes grounds for people not to treat you with the amount of respect that you certainly deserve because of your years of life.
That's so true. I agree.
Moving on.
So after sitting at the coffee shop, we decided that we needed to exchange money get our money exchanged because we didn't do so at the airport.
Duh!
Because
we need some money.
We did need some money. So so we decided not to get our money exchanged at the airport because the rates are so much more at the airport.
It's a scam.
It's a scam. So anyway, we pulled up our handy dandy maps so that we could find walking directions to the nearest money exchange.
And we did that after 5 or 10 minutes of mapping out how far we were going to go to the exchange and how we're going to get there, whether it's going to be train, plane, or automobile. Obviously not plane. We figured it out. And after unknowingly about a quarter of a mile passing by 3 exchanges, because there's one on every corner, maybe even 2. Yeah. So we found one, and we got our bot, and then we moved out expeditiously, and then we found another one, like 5 feet away, and then we found another one, like 5 more feet away, and then we found 5 more within the next 10 feet.
Closer to where we came from. Okay, so yeah, that was a learning experience for us, of course.
Yeah. So after that, we had our bot ready to go, and then we went to the BTS, which is the Bangkok transit system. And once we got there, it took us quite a while, but we did our all-American study of the system. And after 20 minutes, we figured out that we needed some more help. And we got some more help, and we went to the help desk, or the cashier, and then while we were there, this gentleman said, "Hey," and I interpreted as "Hey, fool," but he said, "Hey, where are you guys from?" So we told him, and I forgot where he was from, but he was an English speaker, thank goodness. And then he said to us, you might want to consider getting some day passes. And I was like, oh yeah, tell us more.
Mm-hmm.
So he convinced us to get a day pass, and we got a couple of day passes, and then we went to the desk, and I'll let you pick it up from there on how that transaction went. We went on to our first train ride.
Yes, so we just asked the cashier for a day pass on Green Line. It was 300 baht for 2 people, which was, I will break it down on the screen because I want to give you guys exact numbers. Oh wait, my husband is pulling it up for me now, so I'll be able to tell you in just a second.
So $9.26 for a day pass for 2.
A day pass for 2 people. You can ride all.
Or 2 day passes.
All right, 2 1-day passes. That's what you said. But first, I also want to mention that when you walk into the BTS, they have a money exchange inside of the BTS. And they also have a nail shop and also food and drinks, that you can purchase. So yeah, that was interesting to see a nail shop inside of the BTS station that is in a little booth. But as my husband mentioned, Pat mentioned, I forgot what Pat mentioned.
Show, not mine.
The BTS system was quite easy to figure out, and so we decided to take the train about 2 stations. And while we were on the train, we noticed something that's quite different and interesting, and that was
that the rule is that you don't talk on the train.
That's right.
So it's actually, it makes sense, unlike a few places that I've been, but it makes sense. You can hear what the next stop is. You don't have to listen to other people yapping, and it was a little bit refreshing. But of course, it's not posted, and everyone did not know that rule, but we knew before we got on there, and it was pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, especially if you have a train full of people and really the majority of the people are not talking. There were some other foreigners on the train that apparently they were not aware of the unspoken rule. But other than that, the train was pretty quiet. We got off a couple of stops later, maybe more like a few, and went to the Central Mall where we experienced kind of like a scam, not really a scam, but kind of a scam. And I'll let you talk about that.
Yeah, back to the train. It is freezing cold on that train, which I appreciate that. But you just know that if you need to bring a jacket, it's probably a good place to bring it so you can have it on the train. So in terms of the scam, once we arrived to what's the most Central Mall? Central World, whatever it's called. This guy approached us and he introduced himself, and the first thing that kind of struck me is his compliments. I'm from Jacksonville, Florida, and we back in my neighborhood, we kind of figure out stuff real quickly about scammers, right? So anyhow, he approached us and he started to ask us where we were going, and he had his script ready for us, and he said he was a doctor, a general practitioner, and of course, my first thought was, why the hell you out here talking to us if you're a general practitioner? But
that's exactly what you said.
So anyhow, so what he was trying to do is obviously gain our trust and confidence, and point us to the mall that he wanted us to go to, or the shop that he wanted us to go. So we engaged with him, but we figured that out before we were victims. And one of the things that they do is after they lure you into the web, so to speak, is then they will deceive you by, let's just say, distorting the truth. So what this guy did was told us that the mall that we were going to was not open. It didn't open to another time. So we had the wrong information. Of course, being new to the area, we were just thinking, oh well, maybe he's right. So after we gave him the old kibosh and got him out of the way, we thought the better of it. We looked it up on the internet, and then we found out that he was not telling the truth. You want to pick it up from there?
Yeah, we figured out he was not telling the truth. I was more of, come on, dear, let's go to the mall that we want to go to. And, after a little bit of convincing, I was able to convince you to let's just continue on to where we were going. So just be mindful of those people trying to approach you. They are typically a little older than we are, so you are more trusting of them and willing to listen to them and give them your time, and of course listen to what they are telling you. They try to merge in and make you feel like you just happened upon them by accident, and they're just super friendly out trying to help you.
So the scam is that these people are associated with a store or some place that they are going to, an establishment that they are going to send you to, and they get a commission. So that's the scam.